Thanks guys for coming. Let's just go ahead and get started. So clean the dishes, get the laundry done, rush off to pick up your kids from school, come home, put everything away, finish a presentation you have for work the next day, finish homework, help your kids finish homework. The list could go on and on. And I don't know about you guys, but I can tend to feel really overwhelmed and anxious. And how many of you guys agree? Yeah, I think pretty much all of us have felt like that. And so I recently have gone through kind of a prolonged experience. And before I get into that, I just want to make sure everyone understands that what I'm talking about today is not a cure for anxiety disorder. It's just for the everyday stress of life. And so real quick, I'll just go over the difference between normal stress and anxiety disorder. So normal stress, it doesn't interfere with your daily work or personal life, while anxiety disorder, it does interfere quite a lot. And normal stress is only mildly distressing, and anxiety is very distressing and has a big impact on your life. So going back to my prolonged experience, I say prolonged because it's been going on for the past 3.5, 4 months now. I have always had a huge list of things to get done with school and work and being a wife. There's just a lot to get done, and I've been really sick for the past 3.5 months. And this is because I'm pregnant, and I've had really bad, what they call morning sickness, but for me it's been really all day and night sickness. And so I haven't really been able to do a lot. I haven't been able to go into work or go to classes, really been able to do my online work. And so this stress has really made me overwhelmed, and it's been so hard not to be able to do what I need to do. And so I've had to really think of new ways to do this. And as my stress increased exponentially, at first I was trying to just pick one day and get as much done as I could during that day. And in between, cleaning or getting some homework done, I would run back and forth to the toilet, honestly, and it was rough. And then the next 2 or 3 days, I would be so sick and exhausted that I would just be in bed all day. So obviously that did not work. And so what I ended up doing was making one goal every day. And for me, because I was so sick, sometimes that one goal was as silly as taking a shower. And it sounds silly, but even just taking a shower or making myself clean up the bedroom a little bit, it helped me feel so much more accomplished just doing that one thing every day. And so I decided to keep that going every single day. And as I did that, I had to make sure that those goals really aligned with my deadlines. And so how I did that, first, all of us can do this really simply. And how I did that was I started with my schedule. Like I said, I would plan everything out and think things through and make sure that my goals would align with my schedule. And then next, I had to make sure that I was realistic. I couldn't think, okay, I have a project due Friday, so I'm going to do all of it on Friday. I really had to break it up into realistic chunks, and then I could accomplish that goal. So the next thing you have to consider with being realistic is your time restraints. And so you have to think about how long during the day you have to work on things. If you can work late into the night, or if you want to get up early, you know, you just have to figure out how much time you have. And then after doing that, you want to make sure to cut it down to the very bare minimum. And you need to ask yourself, what do I have to get done today? And then after all of that, you need to make sure to write this all down. Write out your goals so you can have a visual representation and know exactly how and when you want to get things done. Okay, and so each of us can do this, and it can be different for each person, because my capabilities compared to one of your guys's is much different, I'm sure. And so as you set these goals, you can kind of feel it out, how many goals a day you can do. You know, it might be 4, it might be 5, it might be 10, but you just need to figure it out for yourself how much you can get done. And so as you do that, you need to take action. That's the most important part. And as you take action, it will build up to momentum. And as that momentum gets going, as you keep acting and doing all the goals you want to get done, that will build up to larger goals. And you'll get so much done and you'll be surprised. And real quick, I just want to share a video. My video isn't working on here, so I'm just going to show you on my laptop real quick, and I'll just hold it up and play that for you. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. Guess we should probably make it big for you guys. Okay, great, thanks. Sorry about that. Hopefully you all could see that well. And then just to close, I want to quote Elder Bednar. He said, "When one learns to master the principles of setting goals, he will then be able to make a great difference in the results he attains in his life." Thanks, guys.